What is up, everyone? Kyle here. Today is the day we find out how much more work we have with this car. As you guys know, we've been using the stock wheels on it, just drive around, things like that, to figure out the splitter and the diffuser, how much rub it has. But the aftermarket wheels that I bought, the Apex wheels, they are a little bit shorter. We have them mounted. So we got them mounted here thanks to Solo Performance Specialties giving me the hookup on getting these mounted with the Proxes. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get the car mounted or get it mounted on the car and see how much lower that actually is and see if I need to lower ride height or make that a little smaller. I might just make the vanes a little bit smaller because I don't want to, raise the ride height. I don't want to raise the ride height just because the higher the car sits off the ground, less downforce it makes. If I can lower the car and just make the vanes a little bit smaller, that would be ideal. So I'm gonna move the car over just a little bit. I'll get it mounted. I'm gonna show you guys the difference that these wheels and tires will make on this car. So the front of the car, just at right about 7 inches. That's all the way around. You can see it sticks up quite a bit. I'll run all the way to the back. Back is pretty close to begin with, so I'm worried about that. All right, everyone, moment of truth. When I set this wheel down, will it touch? Let's find out. There we go. There is all the way down. There's a little bit of wheel gap there. So I could lower the suspension a little bit. As you guys can see, I still got plenty of room down there to race with, at least. Not to drive. I'm not gonna drive with it being that low. I can race with it being that low. Fix that gap a little bit. Got one more wheel to throw on now. There it is, the finishing touch. Fronts, rears, looks good. Probably gonna keep it there for now just because this is the settings I have the car on. I know how the car handles. Don't wanna change it too much. Let's get the tape measure out here. Hey, bud. So it wasn't right at 7. Now we're at 6. So lost about an inch or so. But it definitely looks lower. That will help overall with the downforce the car makes. All right, everyone, taking the finishing touches, throwing them on the wheels, just center caps because I like running them. They actually are gloss while the rest of the wheel is satin, so I don't know how long I'm gonna keep them, but you know, gotta keep them in there for now. Apex wheels, gonna take it for a quick spin, make sure everything feels good with the new wheels and tires. Nothing too extreme, it is lower, so obviously just gonna take it on a quick rip around, and then as long as everything feels good, come bring it back. But yeah, guys, looking forward to getting these new wheels and autocross. Should be a ton of grip, especially with 295 Proxes on there. Fitment is pretty good. It's very close up front, which I guys will show you here. As you guys saw, super close, but actually it fits just perfectly on the fronts. Rears, plenty of room, not worried about that. There's not any camber really in those anyways because it's a solid axle. Can't really adjust that very much anyways. The fronts have -2 degrees, so I was more worried about those, but they fit just perfectly. So let's drive it, let's see how it feels. Might drop it a little lower, but if I don't have to drop it, that would be perfect, and just let it eat the way it is. All right, guys, so the verdict is in. This thing absolutely rips with the new tires and that front splitter. I don't know really if the rear diffuser is doing all that much. I feel like it is. Back end does feel a little bit loose. Could be in part due to I have no spoiler on right now, but the front end feels absolutely locked in. You can feel with speed it even gets better, which is what I designed the splitter to do, as you guys remember in a different video. It will deflect down a little bit, creating more downforce the faster you go. This thing just absolutely was a blast to drive. Super quick, handled so well. Front end, where you put it, it was just going. Like I said, a little bit down on rear downforce. That's probably why the back end feels not quite as planted as the front end feels right now. So I'm gonna get these wheels off. I'm gonna put these back on because I'm gonna drive to the event in those and switch them out just so I don't wear these out on just normal road driving. You can see just how sticky they are, just leaving rubber all over the place. That was just me turning around in the driveway. You can see the marks. So just me turning around left rubber. So these things absolutely are sticky, not much wear on them, but they're going to be fantastic once I get some heat in them and get running. I mean, they're not really warm, but even with that little bit of driving I did, they got pretty sticky, which I'm super excited about. Now, like I said, we're gonna get these wheels off. We're gonna weigh them. I know what the original ones had. So like the other wheels that my friend bought, I knew what those weighed each. These are all gonna be the same. So the front and rear on those other wheels were different sizes, different weights, like different tires. So it's all gonna be a little different. These are gonna be all the same, so I can only pull one off. You can see how much weight we actually saved. Now, this is rotational mass. If you guys don't know what rotational mass is, think of like just something static, like, you know, a mirror or a door. That doesn't spin, it doesn't do anything, it just sits there. So the weight is the weight. Wheels, tires, brakes, brake rotors, calipers don't move. So wheels, tires, and rotors is what's called rotational mass. So basically it has its static weight, and then as it spins, that weight gets more and more and more. It multiplies. That weight, basically, the heavier you have at the beginning, the heavier it will be as it spins, harder to stop, harder it is to accelerate, turn. That weight goes up exponentially. There's a whole equation for it. I don't care about it. If you guys want to look it up, go for it. But we'll see how much weight we saved on each wheel, like on each corner, because the rotational weight will make a much bigger difference than just static weight. Static weight does definitely help. You guys do want to get weight out of the car, as you guys see. Weight is weight, but rotational weight is a much bigger gain. So let's get it off and get it weighed. All right, guys, just weighed it. You guys can see here. 49.4 pounds. Now, why is that a big deal? That is a huge deal. Here's the reason. The other wheels and tires were 63 pounds apiece. These are 49, under 50 pounds. So still decent weight. We have to remember, it's an 18 by 10 with a 295/30 18 on it. Now there are lighter wheels out there. Lightspeed Racing, my personal favorite. Want to get them again. Shout out to Lightspeed Racing here. Lightspeed Racing, the same wheel size, they can get down probably 16, 17 pounds. This one's 21. So that's, 4, 5 pounds each wheel that they can even get off. Now, I was in a pinch, had to buy something quick, needed something for an event coming up, so I just got these Apex wheels. Lightspeed Racing, magnesium, absolutely. If you want to get something just absolutely incredible, they're the way to go because they'll be able to save you less weight. They have some wheels that weigh 13, 14 pounds. Like absolutely insane. Tell them I sent you if you go check them out. Just incredible. So I just got these Apex wheels. They're about 21 pounds each, slightly under 21 pounds each, but that's okay. But 49.4 pounds. The other wheels that came off the car that my friend bought, they were 63-ish pounds each. They were a little more than 63. Don't remember the exact number. So we'll just say 63 even. We'll round up. 63.4. So that means 14 pounds per corner we got off the car. Now, 14 pounds a corner, that's 56 pounds over the entire car. 56 pounds is almost the weight of one wheel. That's like running with a full spare in your trunk, just with the wheels. And now that's rotational. So even at speed, it's going to feel like even more weight's out of the car. That's why starting with smaller wheels and tires is a huge way to save overall weight and gain a lot of performance in the car. Just because the rotational weight effect will do a lot more than anything in there. But like I said, more to come. Going to get these thrown back on the car just so then it's not sitting on these flat spots of these in the time coming. Hopefully I can get this situation figured out. Maybe drill some holes through there, throw something on there. We'll just have to see. But guys, stay tuned. A lot of things coming. Last couple events of autocross, October 1st and October 15th. I'm currently top. So I lost some of my rankings because I missed events because my son was born. That's okay though. Not mad at him. So I was in top 30. I was 28th overall in the region. I've dropped down and now top 40. I'm still first in my class because I had such a commanding lead earlier in the season, so I don't have to worry about that. But let's try to get in that top 30. Hopefully with these mods, I can get even farther, maybe even top 20, top 15. That would be the overall goal in the last two events. Guys, stay tuned. Let's see if I get it done. Until then, see y'all soon.